Hi my loves, it is Martha back with another video, and I'm here to spread some positivity and light and a little bit of that too, because I can.
Some of these people do not even have TV, so they can't afford cable.
Can we meet up on my frequency? On my frequency, yeah. It's so dangerous.
Okay, so it's been on my heart to speak about, I'm like really close to the camera, but it's been on my heart and mind to speak about actively putting in the work to love yourself and to take care of your heart and your body and your mind and your soul and your spirit. And I just wanted to come with some tips to help you guys on your journey to bettering yourselves and loving yourselves. And I promise this video won't be too long because you know your girl got stuff to do. So we're just gonna jump into the video, okay? If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Usually I use my camera to rant to people about things, so like my channel's kind of spicy. But like if you're into that, subscribe. But if you're not, then do what you want to do. Step number one, okay? Number one is, I believe, the most important step to actively loving yourself. I feel like a lot of people say, oh yeah, I have treated myself today, or oh yeah, I'm spreading positivity in my life, but they don't have any kind of valid idea or picture of what that positivity should look like. You should have a clear objective when it comes to spending time on yourself, or a clear objective when it comes to what you're trying to embrace in yourself. So like, yeah, it's cool or whatever to buy yourself a donut when you feel sad and low, or like it's cool to like go shopping when you feel like, oh, I don't like this part of my body, so let me go and shop. Like, you know. But like, it's also better for you to have a clear objective of like what you're trying to evoke in yourself. So like, to define, I hope this makes sense, but defining what you're trying to better. Like, let's say I just want to love myself, you know, whatever, blah blah blah. But like, what does that love look like, or what do you want that love to look like in your life? Like, how do you want yourself to be changed after you go through whatever you're going through, after you go through the motions, after you actively do whatever you're doing to better yourself? How do you want to look 10 years from now? Like, it's good to have an image of what you want to accomplish in yourself. So like, yeah, it's cool to just do whatever, but like, it's also cool to set goals for yourself and have a place where you can look back and be like, oh, I accomplished this in myself. I can truly say that I am better this way. So yes, that's what I mean. Okay, you get where I was going. I was kind of like eek, but I got there. Okay, I'm like so close to the camera. I hope I don't look crusty. We gonna see. Anyway, step two to loving yourself. After you have defined what your goal is when it comes to bettering yourself, it's also fun to like, you know, be consistent. Or like in your mind of minds, say to yourself or promise yourself that I'm gonna really attempt to do this. And once you have said to yourself in your mind of minds that you're gonna do this and you're gonna stick with it, sticking with it, you start to plan. And this is where it becomes really active. Step 3. So, okay, so now that you have defined who you want to be and you have agreed in your mind of mind and made this promise to yourself, oh, I'm going to start loving myself and I'm going to be a better person, bloopity blap blap bloop. Now it's time to look in your calendar full of days and stuff like that, or your daily whatever list of activities that you're gonna do if you're that kind of person who plans. But if you're not, you should still do this step. You should put in your Google Calendar a set of time. Does that make sense? A place in your schedule where you're doing whatever it is that is bettering yourself. So that could be reading your book, reading the Bible, going biking, going swimming, painting, singing, practicing your whatever skill that you're trying to do that's bettering yourself, taking a walk, sipping tea as you look over the ocean in the middle of the night. Like, you know what I mean? Like knitting and meditating and listening to music and embracing yourself in a hug while the fan blows over you and you have your cover next to you. Like, you know, and this time should be solely dedicated to that, to bettering yourself, to being, yes, that's the word, to being. And like, when you have that time, it's just amazing. Like, especially if you're doing it consistently and you can like see yourself and track yourself while you're consistently becoming a better person, and you're like, ooh, I feel I don't know what that means, but you feel, and when you feel, you feel. And I know I'm sounding like really goofy and like silly and like, okay Martha, we get it, but like when you feel, you feel. And like, that's a big deal for people who have been depriving themselves of that time, of that emotional boost, of that rest period that you really do need. And yeah, it's a really big deal. It really is. Especially when you're stressed out, when you find yourself very anxious or depressed or stressed out and you're like, why is my life like this? Well, girl, you're not taking no time for yourself. Like, you're not encouraging yourself. You're not doing the steps that you need to do in order to actively boost yourself. Like, yeah, you saved that quote that was really inspirational and made you feel good, but like, did you do any work? Like, did you do it? Like, did you feel good? Like, did you feel? You know what I mean? So like, I know this was a really quick video. Look at me. And I thought there was gonna be more steps. Actually, there is. There's one more step. One more step. Because you know what? Like, okay, you defined what you want in life. You promised to be consistent. You have this time to yourself. But like, okay, where's your time of reflection? Like, okay, so you're actively doing stuff. And I say, if you're really being like, really like scheduling your time, you should also schedule some point in throughout that whole entire schedule a time of like reflecting of where you've been and where you are now, so you can really appreciate how your mental health and how your emotional health and how your character has developed while you were developing and bettering yourself. So like, you can really like say, hey, like, I advise you to journal. Journaling's really cool. So like, you look over your journal and you see like, this is where my mind was back then, and like, this is where I am right now. So like you see and you reflect on how you've grown, and you can appreciate that journey that much more. So like, really excited for this video because I didn't know how I was gonna make this video, but it was really on my heart to make this video. So I'm glad God has inspired the words out my mouth to give it to y'all, and I hope you guys grow and become beautiful. And I hope I don't look crusty in this video because this is really good stuff that I'm saying out my mouth. So I'm just so excited for your emotional growth. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you like this video. I hope you comment, I hope you subscribe, and I have managed to make this video 11 minutes. That's what it says on my camera. So I'll see y'all. I'm gonna make it 12 just dancing. We got 10 more seconds before it's 12 minutes. Come on, we can do this. Yeah. Oh, and I'll see you next video. Comment, like, subscribe. Bye.